Oh shit. Frickin' glasses. Forgot my goddamn glasses. Don't fall over. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. .50 psi was the rear tyre. I just thought, I'd check the rear tyre just to, see what the tyre pressure is, considering it's a new, it's a brand new bike, and it's at 50 psi. I just can't believe it. So for the first 1,000 kilometers of this bike, the rear tyre was 50 psi and the front tyre was 45. I just can't believe it. So I thought, stuff it, even though we're really not supposed to be riding around on the bike because I am waiting to take it for its first service. I don't want to put too many Ks on it. I thought I'd better take it for a ride and actually see what it's like on the proper tyre settings. So I've gone 36 on the front and 40 on the back, which is basically 2 psi under what they recommend fully loaded. So we'll see how we go with that. I'm sure people will recommend other tyre pressure settings, but in general I found that seems to be the best all-rounder. But yeah, it's just me. I'm just going for a quick blast down the road here, down the side of the lake, just to have a feel what the bike's like with the proper tyre pressures, because you just wouldn't have believed that they'd given me a bike with a 50 psi rear. Watch out, mate. Let's follow this guy. Seems to know what he's doing. Oh, I don't want to scratch this expensive looking old man mobile. This guy's indicating right, but he doesn't know where he's going. Right, cool. So the real reason for me getting out today is, as well as sort of seeing what the bike feels like with the correct PSI in the tyres, is my mum, who is flipping awesome, bought me for Christmas some EvoTech bar ends, because I explained about this bike having a bit of a rattly feel in the handlebars. I said, look, I want these EvoTech bar ends. And she also bought me a radiator cover and a oil cooler cover for Christmas. Now, I should say at this stage, my mum's dealt with EvoTech before over the years, and bought me lots of different things off them, and she says that they are just the nicest, loveliest people to deal with over the phone. So she's quite happy to buy Christmas presents and birthday presents from EvoTech. She phones through and then basically tells them what I want. She pays for it and then they post it directly to me. And in all honesty, we've had nothing but positive, a positive experience with these guys at EvoTech Performance in the UK. And at this point, I probably should say that the reason that I buy things from them and not a lot of the other manufacturers that make all these little bits of extras and tail tidies and bar ends and radiator covers and all these different things is the quality of their products are just absolutely superb. And I'm not just saying that because I have some sort of affiliation with them. I don't at all. It's a 100% objective view of a company which in my mind produces just superb quality stuff. Anyway, every year or so I get 2 or 3 things from EvoTech that my mum buys and they send it through. And so the most recently, the radiator cover, the oil cover and the bar ends. Anyway, one of the bar ends was slightly damaged. It had like little bit of paint peel off, just a tiny bit. And I thought, you know, well, obviously what's happened is during the packaging process or something, one of the people packaging this has obviously dropped it, and maybe, or I don't know, for whatever reason, there's a damaged piece. And like, I'm not the type of guy that complains. I would never ever complain, but I thought, I really like this company. They produce just the top quality work, and I can see that this is not the sort of thing that they're used to doing, you know, so obviously something's happened. I thought I'll write them an email and I'll just say, look, what's happened is I've got all the stuff, I'm really happy, it works great, and I said, unfortunately, one of the bits was a bit damaged, but you know, don't worry about it, it's no big deal. Anyway, the guy wrote me back and he just said, what's your address? I'll resend it. And that this is not a cheap item. So I said, no, honestly, mate, you're all right. I'm not complaining. I just wanted to let you know that it is it's a tiny bit damaged. I was a little bit disappointed, but it's no sweat. Still does the job. And he wrote back, and this is the level of customer service. You just don't get this anymore. He wrote back and he said, no, I refuse to let our products go out that aren't 100% perfect. And he said, what's your address? I'll resend it. So I gave him my address and the guys resent them. And I just wanted to put this on YouTube and say, EvoTech Performance, based in the UK, that produce, they're not cheap, they're highly, you know, high-end, good quality products. I'm gobsmacked really at the level of professionalism of this company. So they deserve a massive big up. And by the way, the bar ends have completely removed all buzz. It has just completely transformed the bike. I can't get over it, to be honest. Let's rip past this learner. So yeah, EvoTech Performance, based in the UK. Very happy with you guys. If you ever for some reason end up watching this video, congrats. Your customer service is just second to none, and I'm very happy. So yeah, this is just a video to say thanks to them guys, really. The next video that we're doing should be this Friday. I've managed to take a bit of time off work, and I'm hopefully going to get the bike down to Dunedin so that it can get its first service. Then I can actually start to ride it and snort it down some of the twisties. At the moment it's just really just cruising. You'll be interested, you know, if anybody else has had any good experiences with any other companies out there that they just highly recommend. I mean, I basically have only really dealt with, you know, the big companies, and I'm not sure whether this EvoTech Performance is one of the big players or not, but I just I've got nothing but positive feedback for me personally of what they've produced. Like the radiator cover and the oil cover for this thing that they sent over. Honest to God, I was expecting it to be plastic. Just because I thought, you know, it's black, it looks like it's plastic, no worries. And my mum's buying it for me anyway for Christmas, so whatever. And it's not, it's bloody metal. I think it's actually aluminium. And it's just absolutely beautifully machined, manufactured. Just somebody has spent a lot of time making sure that this thing fits perfectly. It just, honest to God, it took me about 10 minutes to put on. It was the easiest thing in the world, and it is absolutely solid. You could hit it with your foot and give it a kick. There's no stones getting through to that radiator. And I've seen other people's radiator covers from some of the other companies, that the R&G one, and a lot of them are just blooming stuck on with cable ties and stuff, and this thing just bolts in position. Like, holy shit. There's all the campers lot. There's all the guys that have been here over Christmas. They're all packing up and leaving. This is the last weekend before the end of the holiday. Everybody goes back to work. Yeah, pretty cool. Unfortunately, I am back at work tomorrow. Kim and I have basically done nothing for the last week. We've woke up, eaten breakfast, gone back to bed, woke up, eaten lunch, gone back to bed. We've just been absolutely rooted, to be honest, from 12 months of just physical work. Both of us are very, very tired. So yeah, we've had a nice break, very relaxing holiday. I'm pretty keen to get back out there on the bike and do some vlogs, get away for the weekends, show you guys some of the cooler spots of New Zealand. Oh, this bike is just so cool. Look at that. Wow, around the corner. Wow. That's a beautiful day. Anyway, so that's it really. That's all I wanted to go over, is just do a little bit of a blurb on EvoTech Performance and their products, and just a thank you really to the people at EvoTech. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna cruise home.